Okay, and what is your name?
Christopher Lee Hale.
Okay, Christopher, and will you give me permission to post this on the Visiting the Cave website?
Yes, I will.
And possibly the TV show.
Yes, I will.
Alrighty then. Here's the first question. The first question is the chase. How do men really feel about aggressive women?
I think we like aggressive women to some extent, as long as the women that are aggressive are the kind of women that we like.
Okay.
The downside is that women that we are not attracted to that may be aggressive are only going to end up getting hurt in the end.
Okay.
Because men have a tendency to use those types of aggressive women for what they really want physically.
Okay. So can you give me some examples of how women have behaved aggressively toward you?
Yeah. Recently I was out someplace listening to music, having drinks, and I was approached by a big girl, and the big girl was pretty aggressive, and it was unwelcome to say the least. But we ended up going out, hanging out, because she wouldn't leave me alone. But after that one time, I didn't pursue it any longer.
Okay. When when does a woman appear desperate?
A woman appears desperate when they go after men that are obviously out of their league.
Okay. What is desperate? Give me some details on the desperate woman behavior. What does a desperate woman behave
A
like?
desperate woman is one that persistently tells you about her qualifications before they're being asked, or who aggressively seeks your phone number or seeks to know everything about you within the first date. A desperate woman, I think, is one that doesn't let a date flow, but they tend to want to accelerate everything to find out if you're a suitable mate for them very, very early on. Someone who's not desperate and who has who's confident and knows that other men want her, but she's interested in you, she's going to take her time and she's just going to let it flow, because it doesn't really matter that much to her initially whether or not you guys go out any further or not, because her feelings aren't attached yet.
Okay. So now, can you give me an example of how a woman behaved desperately towards you?
In my previous example of the big girl, we were in this place actually, as a matter of fact, and she just kept telling me, well, I'm going to be in your neighborhood, I'm going to be right around the corner, and okay, what's your address, and I'll just come pick you up and we'll go out to have lunch. And I didn't know how to tell her no, and I didn't really want to hurt her feelings, but we were sitting here, and I'm sitting here eating lunch, and I'm thinking, there's no way on God's green earth we're ever going to have any chats after this. But that, to me, is a desperate act.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does, it does. Okay, so here's the next question. How can a woman tell when a guy is really seriously interested in her?
Because nothing is going to keep us from getting to you. We make all the effort, and we don't stop until the woman tells us, absolutely, look, I'm not interested. So I think a man who's truly interested in a woman does not see barriers. He tries his best to knock down every barrier until he gets to what he wants. And
Okay.
I can think of a particular situation where I met the young lady in the Dewey's coffee shop, and I certainly made no bones about what I was after. It worked.
Okay. All right, so now let's get on to the harem question. What is the harem thing all about, and do you know anybody who has a harem?
Yes, I do know someone that has a harem, but I think the harem thing is all about self-confidence. I think that if you don't know what you like, don't know what you're attracted to, you have to have a myriad of women so that you can pick or hope that one of them picks you for good. I think that the harem is a joke. I think a man needs to know exactly what he wants and what he's looking for. And I know for me, I have no need of such things.
Okay, and now finally the last question. Why do you think guys on the down low and, guys who are gay but in hiding, why do you think they still date women?
I think they're afraid of the social stigma that comes along with being homosexual in the public.
Okay, thank you.